And things that Kaizer Chiefs has done right this season, both on and off the field. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Pelo, I am your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club 7. The two players that Kaizer Chiefs released. I know they did not release two players, but I'm talking about Ukele Pimenyimana and Ukola Alexander. Because, as you know, Atazwane last season said they did not want to sign Ukele Pimenyimana because he was not convinced by mobility as a striker and all that stuff. And what they ended up doing is signing him, and they saw, well, Veleke, he didn't give them what they wanted. As such, one thing that you do if you see that you made a mistake, you rectify it the very next season. And Kaizer Chiefs have done that. And that proves Uguti they are kind of learning from the mistakes that they're making, sort of. And then we move on to Cole Alexander as well, because Naye, it was either he's injured or when he did play, you saw Uguti was struggling to play in the system. So it's always best to find solutions rather than to keep the players in the club, because people end up labeling them salary thieves. So it's good for them to release the players if they see that they are not utilizing. The next one, obviously, now we're talking on the field, number 6, is the performance of Ref Rosler. Ref Rosler, out of all the players that are in that squad this season, is the one who has improved, because you start from Brendan Peterson, you look, and then you have new signings, and then you have midfielders. But Ref Rosler, for me, is the one player whose performances have really impressed me, because playing as a left back, playing as a right back, from how he was playing last season, I've really been impressed with him. So big ups to him, because I guess he also looked at his performances and he wasn't happy, and he has come back this season and he has really been solid. Now, number 5 is related to number 7, which is replacing Ukaleb. Remember what the Chiefs did the other season? They signed players and then they released players, strikers in particular, and didn't replace them. This season, once again, as we're saying on number 7, they learned from that, because they released Ukaleb and then they were signing Ugonzalez. So vele that space is Kakeleb besovalo Ugonzalez. So that's a really good thing, because also besides Uguti they replaced him, I think he's an improvement. I have seen him play for 51 minutes only as a Kaizer Chiefs player, and I'm not trying to overhype him already, but what I saw from him is that aerially he competes. One of the things that I complained about to Caleb last season was the fact that he's a tall striker, but he wasn't winning as many aerial balls as I was expecting, as you would expect from a tall striker. But Gonzalez, I've seen him in the battles that he had in the Kemie Sundowns, and he was winning a lot of those. And also when it comes to mobility, I've seen Guti, he's very mobile, because you can see him moving, collecting the ball and trying to play the ball. And I see Guti already that is an improvement on what I know from Caleb. Obviously time will tell, but from the 51 minutes that I saw on Sundowns, he does look like an improvement. And also it's just good that he came on to replace another striker instead of releasing a striker and not replacing him with another one. Okay, another one, number 4. Number 4 is bringing on a sports psychologist. I said this in a video that I recorded last week, Uguti. One of the greatest things Kaizer Chiefs have done in the past 10 years is bringing a sports psychologist, because Kaizer Chiefs is a big team. Yes, they are. And the problem is that the players come there and sometimes they fail to handle that pressure. So you need someone who's actually going to help the players to cope with all of that, because the coach can do so much, because Kwayena, he's busy trying to give them tactics and give them this and give them that, and then maybe he's not catering specifically to their other needs. And you see big teams bringing in other people to make the coach's job easier, because if the mental side of the game or the mental part of the players is improved, then the coach can just worry and focus specifically on the tactics and making sure Guti he's managing the players properly in terms of how they play and all of that stuff. So bringing in a sports psychologist, I think, is a huge W. It's a huge plus. So number 3, we go to indaba ye televised preseason. Televised preseason, some people might not take this as a big deal, but look at what's happening. You look in Europe, the teams go on tours all over to go and play, and Pirates bebe stream Nkosi yami, Kunzinyana, Sundowns nayo laphana be streamer. It's okay, but Kaizer Chiefs, takes it to a next level ukuthi they are showing on DStv. That once again is DStv knowing Gucci Chiefs as a brand, and if there's a game that's gonna be showing, even if it's a preseason, people are gonna watch it. But on top of just that thing being televised, there's also the fact that Kaizer Chiefs had a preseason match or preseason matches where fans could go and watch. And I've been saying this. I said this towards the end of last season, Uguti. I want the fans to be able to go and watch the team and watch the new players who have come in and joined the club, because there is a difference between playing in an empty stadium playing for Kaizer Chiefs and people see that, oh wow, he's performing really well, or the people with the bench and you yourself, you perform and you're like, yeah, I'm good. And then the first game you're playing against, let's say, TS Galaxy or Chippa United at Moses Mapida Stadium. All of a sudden now there are 30,000, 40,000 people making noise, booing you, and now you are confused. What is happening? I thought I was playing well preseason, and now you cannot handle the pressure because it's the first time playing as a Kaizer Chiefs player in front of all those fans. So being in front of the fans, I think it must have had a positive impact on some of these players like Cabo Castillo, like Cabo Modi, because in Botswana they were playing in front of the Kaizer Chiefs fans and some of the Township Rollers fans as well. But it was just good for Chiefs to organize a place where they can be watched. And I know some people have said that, oh Mpilo, but we shouldn't be seen in the preseason because of the fact that they will learn our tactics. I don't think that's necessarily true. Liverpool was battered 5-0 by Manchester United in the preseason, but when it came to the league, they only lost 2-1 and won 7-0 against Manchester United. So that tells you a lot. Uguti, preseason is not everything, but it's important for us ukuthi sibe nalo anticipating ukuthi, okay, I saw 1, 2 and 3, it looks promising and all of that stuff. So I think that is great. If you disagree, obviously you can let me know kuma comment section. And number 2, I'll make this number 2, the Kappa deal. A lot of people were saying, hey, I'm not gonna buy Kappa, I'm not gonna buy Kappa because we're here with Nike, now we're here with Kappa. They released the kit. Everyone was like, hey, I'm sorry, I'm going to buy the kitty and all of that stuff. Because they just did the right thing, Uguti. They go and they design a very beautiful kit that is very nice. I haven't bought it and I don't think I'll be buying it anytime soon. However, it is a nice kit from the home kit, away kit, third, alternative, whatever, and the warm-up kits. They're all nice. So that tells you, Uguti, they planned this and it wasn't just a switch of saying, yeah, let's go to Kappa. We've worked with Kappa before. But you can see that they clearly put in some effort and the kids are beautiful and it's good. I think that is really good. As I'm speaking right now about the kids, I'm realizing that in someone's head, they're like, this video is brought to you by Premium Custard. No, guys, I haven't eaten Premium Custard. I'm just saying this because there's been a lot of negative things that we've said and we need to balance the scales, because if we're always negative, then we kind of kill the vibe a bit. So we don't want to kill the vibe. Anyways, we're going to go to number 1 right now, but I haven't before I go to number 1, please do like the video and subscribe to the channel so that I can reach more people like you. This is take 2, by the way, because take 1 I forgot to turn on the camera. Anyways, let's continue now and talk about number 1, which is 4 signings. Not all of them. I'm going to specifically say why these specific signings. The first signing being Castillo, who I think has been really impressive. If you've been watching Chiefs and you haven't been impressed by Castillo, I don't know, Uguti, what will actually impress you. Plays as a 6, you can see Uguti can play as an 8, he can play as a 10, has scored 3 goals so far, even in the position that he's playing in, has his strength, and he just, you can see there's a huge potential that we are going to get from Castillo. Number 2 is Utitlokwe, sign him on a free from Supersport United, brings the leadership and is a left-footed centre-back, so he complements Umsimango both with leadership and also with his performances as well. And then Upotsane, Royal AM again, that was a very quiet signing, waited for 31, boom, 31 July, Supin, we sign him, another great signing again, Uguti sign Upotsane. Another one is Upule Modi. Yes, these players that I'm counting right now, they've not consistently shown up in games with 90 minutes on. But once again, we've discussed in the base system, and I would rather we not talk about that right now. But let's look at the players individually, and you will see Uguti when they do get the ball, when they are on the ball, their work rate, their ability on the ball really does show. So I think although these players that I've counted, four of them, including Ukasti, who might have been a free agent, there are suggestions that it might have been. All of them have been good signing, besides the fact that there's always negativity surrounding signing free agents. So I think with those signings, Chiefs really did do good business. What are the other things that I missed out that Chiefs has done well this season? Let me know down on the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, equals Alpelumoy.